Dear viewers and student teachers, greetings to all. Now we are going to discuss about the CC record, that is student portfolio, in this video lesson. I welcome you all for this session. It's a very useful, important and interesting activity and also a written record for the BH student. I hope you all enjoy this video, understand the content and writing the record in the correct manner. Good luck. Let us start the video lesson. This CCE, this abbreviation, can you hear it anywhere? Yes. You can hear this word during your school internship or teaching practice. This CCE record has been maintained by all the school teachers during their service. So as a student teacher, we must understand this CCE, that is Continuous Comprehensive Evaluation Record. This is an important record for the BEd students, those who are going to write this record in the first year onwards. First, let us understand CCE, Continuous Comprehensive Evaluation. Evaluation, that is value judgment. Usually, the judges, before saying the judgment, what they can do, they are analyzing, they are understanding the interpretation with the evidence and proof, they are saying the judgment. Like the same, here also the teachers must understand this evaluation. They must do this evaluation during their teaching or learning process or in the school or in the classroom. This CCE, that is continuous and comprehensive evaluation. What it means? Please wait. What it means? That is continuous. Whatever we do, whatever we provide the judgment, we value judgment, that should be regular, continuous activities which can be conducted throughout the year to achieve all-round development. We are teaching in the classroom, that can be continuous. We are assessing the students of their continuous and regular activities in the classroom, inside the school campus, or even in the outside the school campus if they have to do any activity. Then comprehensive. What is the term? Comprehensive. That is altogether. That is holistic development, all-round development of the students. Here the teacher has to analyze, interpret and collect the data of the students and analyze them and value them and provide the judgment in all the aspects of the student. So that is mental, emotional and physical aspects of the student's progress. So that is continuous comprehensive evaluation. I hope that you are understanding the term continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Now we can move to that objectives of the CCE. What are the objectives? Why do we do so? Why the teacher has to do this evaluation? What are the objectives at the back? To make the evaluation, it's an integral part of the teaching learning process. Is it so? First, the evaluation, it cannot be the ending process. It must be an integral part. It may be happen in the beginning of the session, or it may happen in the middle of the classroom, or after the classroom. Or it may be a summative evaluation, formative evaluation, or it may be happen during the any activity of the classroom. So it is a very, very important one. It's an integral part. Anywhere, everywhere, at any time, the teacher can do the evaluation. So that is the major objectives of CCE. Then next, it may be to use the evaluation for improvement of the students' achievement. How do we evaluate their improvement? Only by the diagnosis and provide the remediation. What do you mean diagnosis? Diagnosis provide us the specific point of the problem of the student. So the diagnose the problem, that means by doing the evaluation, the teacher can identify the problems of the students. It may be a learning problem, or it may be a physical problem, it may be the cause, then wherever it may be, or whatever it may be. So the teacher has to find out that. After finding only, she or he can do the remediation. So only through that evaluation process, the teacher can identify and pinpoint the problem of the student, and he can do the remediation then and there. Okay. Then next objectives, it provides a sound judgment and allow the teacher to take the timely decision. So the learner may be good at the first term, the learner may not be good at the second term. So there is a gap between the growth of the student. So that is the thing. She should make the timely decision, and also she or he can provide the correct remediation or correct solution to the students or learners problem. So the learning process and the learning pace of every student, and he can provide the good learning environment to the student only by sound judgment, only by the correct evaluation. So that is the objective of the CCE. And also altogether, not only the student, the teacher can maintain the desired standard of the student's attainment in the institution or in the school. And also, it may provide the scope for self-evaluation. By providing a solution to the student's problem, the student can get a chance to evaluate themselves then and there, and they can correct and they can aware of their own problems and progress also. So there is a chance for self-evaluation. So I hope that you can understand the objectives of the CCE. So it's very great to the teachers and also the students. So the evaluation must be it must be a going on process during the teaching or learning or in the school hours. Okay, then let us move to that now in our B.Ed curriculum, student portfolio. Here, who is the student? Who is a student in B.Ed? Yes, student teacher. Portfolio, what it means portfolio? Here the CCE record in the form of portfolio. Portfolio is nothing but it's a collection of document. Document means the proof and evidences, the prize certificates, and how do you achieve the excellent points in what area. Whatever it may be, you can collect and keep it in your profile. That profile says a number of things to you. So let us see one by one. The student teacher portfolio. This is nothing but a CCE. So in our B.Ed curriculum, the student teacher, you must know how to collect about yourself and how to know about yourself. So let us move. Portfolio shows the learner's artistic part, creative part, whether you are innovative or not, in what area you are providing your innovation, how do you rationally you are thinking, comprehensively in all the area, whether you are good at something or in the middle term or in the lower term, wherever you are, it will shows you. So the conceptual growth of your subject also even it shows you. So just like that, the student's portfolio represents all your systematic efforts to achieve the excellent point specifically. So let us move to that. Now, it's see this slide. You are going to tell about you. So, hello, it's a bit about me. So this record is saying something about me. So it's a very, very interesting one to find ourselves. Where I am standing, in which area I stand best, in which area I am differ from others. So that is the thing you are going to think about yourself by doing this record. So it's a great chance, no? So the teachers, you must know how to think about me and what are my plus and minus, what are my positive and negative. So next thing in this slide, first in this educational portfolio. So educational portfolio, first term is we can academically, how do we are? So what is my plus and minus? Where I stand, how far I have to go, move and move. So like the same we can understand through this educational portfolio. So that the basic information about you. My name is And my portfolio is a representation of all that I have learned, what I have accomplished as a B.Ed student in my subject. So understanding the subject is a basic quality of the teacher, isn't it? So how I accomplish my subject concept as a B.Ed student. So that is the thing. Then in your record, how do you describe the content? The writing samples, what you are providing about you, about your talent in this portfolio, you must analyze critically. What it means critically? So, which have evolved over during the course of the program. How do you progress? Is there a chance? Is there an opportunity to move forward? So, like that, you must analyze critically. Critical skills mean what? Critical means telling both positive and negative. So that analyzing the thing as a whole, sir, then only we can identify the positive and negative. So interpretation, that is also one of the critical thinking skill. How do I interpret? Which are the things are positive? How do I perceive that? How do I look that? So that is the thing, interpretation. Then next one, inferences. Explain them. Self regulation, and with the open minded, with a fair judgment, we have to critically analyze that. That is the thing there. Then next one, we can give the problem solution to our problem also while we critically analyze ourselves. So like the same here, we must be selective in the material what we choose to include. We must be very cautious and that. Then make your organize and present your thing in an explicit manner that may provide a lot of information to their reader. That is means your teacher educator. So every piece of evidence, whatever you write or whatever you attach in this portfolio, it should be accompanied by some sort of explanation or in a textual manner. You are going to write about you and your thinking, your area of specialization, what you have done, how did you do that, everything you can write as a paragraph. Right. So here it make you to think on what area I am unique. So in which way I am differ from others. So in which skill I am comfortable. In which skill when I am doing something or performing some activity that provide us lot of happiness. So that is that what makes you unique. So the next slide, it will shows you your thing clearly. Specify your talent and to the point. Specify your talent and to the point. What it means to the point. What are the degree of your talent? So that is to the point. So here in this picture, see the thing, your thinking cap is there. So that is through the antenna, you can grab every waves and think over it and specify your talent, which area I am and how much and how far I'm longing for that, I am happy for that, I am good at that, to the point you say it clearly. So this record will help you how to analyze myself, how to think myself about me. So that is the thing next. So next, the student portfolio. This is a self-evaluation. It's a compilation of all the things, both the things, educational, academic, and also non-academic, cultural, health record, everything all together. So you have to evaluate your coursework quality. That is the subject, whether you like or not, which items, which unit, which concept you can't understand, or which concepts you can't accept. How do you progress that? How do you achieve your thing? Whether it is applicable in your life or not, think over it and tell and rate it. So here it covers all the things: personal data, family data, academic data, attendance record, mental health assessment, subject assessment, what are your achievements, how do you evaluate your co-curricular activity, everything all together you are going to provide in this record. It's a complete and wholesome record about you. So here you can understand yourself and move forward by doing so. So next thing, portfolio guide. Yeah, portfolio guide. Here I am guiding you how to write your portfolio. So before you start the thing, be clear and sure enough, and by the collection, and keep it memorable and professional. And also your design of the portfolio record, which may be simple and clean. Then this is a biography of you and your achievement. So here it's a folder containing a student's best movements and best achievements and your strength, weakness. So here it contains one more work in progress also. Here I am traveling this work. So I am creating such a product. I am writing this essay. I am curious about in this area to draft something and revise something. So whatever you want, you can add with the proof and evidence. Now, dear students, we are entering into the format now. In our college, we are giving our students a printed format for writing this portfolio. Let us see this printed format one by one. Okay, now see this. For our college students, we are providing this format. So it's very easy for them to read this and write the answer and fill it up in the respective column. So first slide shows that it's a basic information of the student. So that is the basic information, primary data of the student with the photo, that is roll number, date of birth, father, mother, name, where they are, address. Okay. Then next one, family data. Family data, income, about their income, about the occupation of the family, and whether the student are staying with the guardian or hostel or anything. So here the slide or the printed format provide us in the beginning about the students, family and primary data. Okay, we are going to the next slide now. Yeah, now cognitive development. So this is an academic part of the student. So that is, you are seeing the column subject code, subject. The first year, the B.Ed student, they are going to write a thing, what mark they are gaining regarding their according to the subject. So here the 7 columns, 7 subjects, how much they are achieving. Here in our college, we are maintaining internal exams and revision exams, model and average. So that percentage also it will be. Then you should write your mark there and you write your subject and revision exam model, then find out your average. Then we move to the next thing, that is bar graph. What do you mean bar graph? So it represents a pictorial graph, pictorial items for your internal revision and model that shows you easily how do you progress from the internal and revision and model, whether you are progressing or not, whether you getting fall in anywhere. So why, what is the reason? That and all we can find out easily by doing this bar graph. Okay, so with the above table or columns, we can draw this bar graph for internal revision and model. Like the same evaluation of external examination. External examination is nothing but the university examination. So for that also, after the first year, you can write this subject code, subject and percentage of what you get. So here you find out the average, like the above table and bar graph. Here also you can do this bar graph for the university examination. The next one, next print format shows that my contribution in the subject. So here in your first year, you are having the 7 subjects, you know very well, childhood and growing up, contemporary, like that it moves. So in every classroom and every subject, what you have done, what is your contribution during the subject classroom hours? Whether you are providing PPT or seminar, question bank, quiz, models, discussion, exhibition, assignments, and activities. How much you are busy with these activities? What are your contribution during the classroom? So that and all you must write with the proof and evidence, with the photo collections, or with the material, or with the text, or with the record. You should attach, and here you write your experience also under every subject. So in 2 or 3 lines, you can write. Write your best experience, what you feel, whether you're conceptually developed in this subject or not, whether you liking it or not, whether you do any innovation in it. So like that, you find yourself and write down under every subject. So let us move to the next print format, that is self-reflection. That is evaluation of the subject assessment. So before this slide, you are just entering what are you contribute to your subject classroom. Now we are assessing the subject. Subject means the concepts, the ideas, the facts, what are you learn, what are you know, what are you understand. So in every subject. So how do we analyze it? Now we are giving the guiding format to you. So here the 7 columns represents the subjects, and in particulars in each row we are giving the specific term, that is quality of the content, skill development, written assignment, seminar reports, project discussion. In our college, we are giving the opportunity to the students in our subject classroom to do all those things. The quality of the content. What do you feel about the quality of the subject? It's okay or not? It's attained the level or not? So you are getting the quality of the thing. So that is quality of the content. So if it is understandable and applicable, we can say that this okay. The quality of the content is rich. Okay, it's understandable, applicable. Then skill development. So is there a chance to convert the facts and idea into skill, and practically it can be applicable in your life, that is in your teacher career? Then have you write any assignment over that subject concept? Have you provide any seminar reports on anything? Can you do it? If you can't do it, or if there is any confusion, you grade that. Then projects discussion. So here you can grade, just you put the grade, that's and all. No need to write anything. So under each column and this in that cube, you write whether it is A plus, A, B, B plus, B. A plus means very good, A good, B plus fair, need improvement. Like that, you write your grade your thing, think over it and put the grade. Then after altogether you see that and write that the next step, ability at the end of the course. What it means that? So after reading or after experiencing all these specific items, what do you feel? After the first year, what you have achieved? Can you do it? What is your ability level at the end of the course? What are your specific skills you achieve? So that and all you can write there. So that is that ability at the end of the course. Here we are expecting our BEd student to write in a sentences as a paragraph what you have experienced and pinpoint and specify your talent and ability level. Okay, we are expecting that only. Now we can move to the next slide, that is my contribution and participation in co-curricular activities. Till now, we are experiencing and analyzing our academic part. Now we are entering into the co-curricular activity. So for every co-curricular activity, in our college, we are providing an opportunities and also we are having the resources to our BH students. So here we are listing all the things, what are the chances we are providing to our students. So we are listing down art and craft, class activity, association, sports, cultural celebration, extension, and participation in the external competitions also. More than that, if they are attending anything outside, they can write it in the 10th column also. Here, what they have participated, what they have achieved, what they have done it. So here also you can write as a paragraph under each heading. For that, if there is any document or proof or written certificates, anything there, you just appendix done it. So that is the thing you have to do in this my contribution in a co-curricular activity. Next, we can move to that evaluation of that. So whatever we are telling, I have done that. We must analyze how, whether it is good, what are the things, you just grade it. So here we are giving the chance for our students to write this utility of the college resources. Just grade. If I use my college resources in an excellent manner and I have achieved everything by using the college resources only, means you put A plus. Otherwise, you grade yourself and read everything, assess yourself and self-assessment. How do you progress in your innovative way? So here, reading, improvement in spoken English, educational technology, lab activity, teaching skill, communication skill. So in all these areas, our B.Ed PCP students, they are using these uh, specific items and they can think over it. That is, there is a lot of chance. There is a way to get the experience in our course. So they can do and think over it and they can write it. So how do they rate that? How do they put the grade? So you can enter there. So you please understand the terms, think over it and put the grade. Next one, just we can move to that evaluation of the health status. So physical health is a basic for everything. So as a teacher, we must physically good. Then only we can move to the next. We can do service to other people. So here the student has to analyze their physical health record also. Here you read that everything and write the opposite space. You can write everything. The next thing, mental health record also here. Here also you can grade your things. You can understand positive attitude, mutual understanding, belief in teamwork, leadership quality, creativity. You can understand all the items here. So you just think over it and grade it. And as a whole, the 10 items are there. So as a whole, you just clarify your status in which area you belong to that last cadre B need improvement. So please try to improve that. So you assess yourself in these areas. So this record and this page will help you to understand yourself how much and how healthy you are in your mental attitude. Mentally, how you are healthy. The next one, this is the last thing, last slide. So as a whole, individually, what are your performance here in the college in this particular year? So participation in the intra college, how many prizes you won that in the intra college competition in that particular year? It may be a cultural program, or it may be a club activity, it may be a celebration, or it may be external activity. Whatever area you achieved anything, you can individual performance in the college you write down. So by seeing all together, you can understand your whole image. So your image you can view in this slide. So that is that inter-college competition. Inter-college competitions, there is a lot of chances to enter and participate here. So how many prizes you won there? Then participation in the seminar, webinar. Have you written any article or journal publication? Is there anything? Whether you have attended the online course or completed, whether you have how many online courses you have completed, and have you create any personal blog there? Have you upload any resume? If you are good at in your computer skills also, you can write there with the evidence. So this is that as a whole your individual performance in the college. 2019. Okay, thank you for your patience. We are coming to the last slide. That is, after finishing and after writing all these areas and printed formats, now you can move to your teacher suggestion. Who is your teacher? Teacher educator. So the teacher educator may suggest who is in charge of this CC record. They may suggest, they may read your thing and suggest regarding your talent, which has a specific guideline also to improve you. So that thing you must get it, and with that teacher suggestion, you may end this record. So here, I wish you all to write this record, and you can find yourself where you were and improve yourself with the best luck. Okay, now how do you present your thing with the proofreading and edit your portfolio? Proofreading means just you verify your spelling, grammar, and sentences and capital letters, whether you put correct or not, and punctuation marks, everything you check and present your record in a correct manner. Okay, let us end this video lesson. Thanks for your patience. I hope that you are enjoying this video and clear all your doubts. Thank you very much.